Yes, she's back. Catching TV here. I'm Fitz. And we're ready to talk. So, guys, we're just going to wing it. It's going to be one of them everywhere videos. We got a little booyah, not a booyah in our system. So, we're just going to just wing it. So, what I did want to talk about was the whole United Airlines incident, of course. Mm-hmm. So fucking fucked up. The doctor, I know everybody probably have already seen the video or, saw the bloody mess that the security did. And it wasn't the police, I've heard that it was security.
It's the security at airports and security police.
Okay, so the police, which is not surprising. I mean, come on now. We know police are tend to be a little more aggressive. So apparently United Airlines has in their fine print, and which is crazy because I just literally when I went to Cancun, I flew with United, which is really fucking ridiculous. I'm like, I'm so happy that happened to me. So, supposedly they have, or apparently, allegedly, that's the word I'm looking for, they have in their fine print that it says that if the flight is overbooked, they can pull passengers off for their own crew, I guess you would say. So apparently it goes that some crew members of United had to get back to a flight elsewhere so they can do their thing within the airline. So they asked volunteers for people to give their seat. People didn't do it. I heard that they offered $300 initially, then it went all the way up to $800. And as well with the money, you also do get a free hotel stay, and all the accommodations. So for me, I'm the kind of person that when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. I don't give a fuck. You can offer me as much money as you want to. If I'm ready to go, like when I flew back on my last vacation, I was like, I'm ready to go. I've been there for 5 days. I was ready to come home. Like I was like, I don't give a fuck. So yeah, you can offer me all the money you want to, but I don't want to stay. I don't want to stay here. I'm ready to get in my own bed. There's no place like home. That saying is really true. Absolutely. So I guess nobody volunteers. So they just end up picking random people. So just so happened that the doctor ended up being picked. Now, the fucked up thing that I found out just recently that his daughter and his wife was on the flight. They weren't picked to get off. Of course, their numbers, they went up by, people's seats. So, are you telling me that he would have to be escorted off and you guys would he has to leave his family would be able to fly home, but he would have to be by himself? How does that work? Crazy. Like, do you guys accommodate everybody that's in that party?
I didn't realize all of that happened.
Yeah.
They separated him from his family.
Yeah, so why the fuck would I even...
They should ask people, like, if you're a single person, you don't mind, if you're on a flight by yourself and you don't mind taking a different flight like that. But to separate somebody from their family, that's ridiculous.
And usually when you book your flights together. So
right.
I'm sure which they did.
Right.
Yeah, so that way you guys can stay together, of course. And something else I was going to say. Something fucking else I was going to say. Fuck, it just escaped me. But, so it goes that I guess they picked his number, picked his seat, and asked for him to be, for him to, get up, pretty much. Like, you've been picked. Come on. And he was like, no, I'm a doctor. I have to be at work in the morning. And the fucked up thing about it, this is what I was going to say. So the fucked up thing about it is that the next flight did not happen until in the morning. So you're not saying about like a delayed flight, like a few hours later or whatever. Yeah. You're literally telling me I have to sleep somewhere and get the fuck up in the morning and get on the flight. Like, I'm not doing all that. When I'm ready to go home, now I may consider it. Now, I ain't gonna lie. If you offer me $100 and you telling me that the next flight is within 2 or 3 hours, I might consider it. I can sit at the airport for 3 hours. I've done it before. Yeah, but if you're literally saying I'm gonna have to stay a whole nother night, nah, bro, it ain't happening. Especially if I'm ready to go home. So, so the story goes that he was pulled off the flight, but literally they were so aggressive with him. Like, I did not realize he lost teeth. Mm-hmm. They broke his nose. Like, they fucked him up.
That was so excessive.
It was
unnecessary.
Beyond. I was listening to another YouTuber and they were saying like, with the black guy, they were saying, they would have killed him. Like, they were like, he's dead. I was like, I don't know about all that. Like, I think that literally, they just, whoever was the police that pulled him off or the security that pulled him off, they were just over aggressive. Like, they clearly had some type of feeling about the situation, about them questioning their authority because there was no reason to be that excessive. Like you said, it was overly excessive. Like, it's okay to, you might want to pull somebody up, but why are you you throwing this man around? Like, he in his mouth on the fucking seat, like, or seat, what that shit? The armrest. Like, come on, like, you're literally doing too much. So, in a video that I saw, he was like, I want to die. and it was horrible. It literally made me feel like, damn, like somebody, like I've been saying, police need to go through more than just clearly the training, whatever they go through before the boot camp, whatever the hell it is. They need more of that. They need a psych evaluation every year. They need something because it's too much. It's too much. This is a thin ass. This guy couldn't weigh more than I do, or probably less than I do, literally. And you're feeling that threatened to where you need to be obsessive with him. Like, you could have easily picked him up and just walked his ass off, or grabbed him up and walked him off. Like, why'd you clearly did a tussle with him? Like, it's too much. So for me, it was too much, and I know this motherfucker. He about to get paid. Like, he about to have his own practice. Nigga about to be paid like a motherfucker. Like, I already know. And I hope he takes United for everything that he can, because he deserves it. For all that excessive force and all that broken nose and and your teeth being knocked out, like, that's my worst nightmare. Like, teeth, my worst. I had my nose broke before, but teeth, like, that is the worst. I can only imagine. So it's fucked up. Thank God for cell phones. Thank God that nowadays people do have the sense of pulling out their phone and taping shit, so that way you have evidence. So it's just
you can have evidence in some cases.
That's true.
They don't give a
well, he's not. He's maybe not white, but he ain't black. So what I mean, he'll be alright. He'll be alright. So he'll be alright. Yeah. Then also I want to say, I know we come down on a little sad nose, but I want to say, rest in peace to, his name just escaped me.
Charlie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy's brother. R.I.P. Crazy as hell. Wasn't he the one that was in Lottery Ticket? Have you ever seen Lottery Ticket before with Bow Wow?
I have, but
I could swear that was him. You guys let me know below.
He been in Players Club.
Yeah, I know he was in Players Club. I know he was on the Chappelle Show.
Yeah.
I know he was in Black Jesus. Like, I know his face. Like, he definitely made a mark in comedy, and he made his own lane. And I love that. Not even based off the fact of being Eddie Murphy's brother, because a lot of people, believe it or not, didn't know they were brothers. So I'm like, how did they look alike to me? Like, and then not to mention the Murphy last name. Like, nigga, some people just don't. It's not all there. The tunnel was just not as bright.
My favorite though was when he was on Dave Chappelle's show doing True Hollywood Stories. He's such a good storyteller.
Yeah. He
was such a good storyteller.
That's crazy as hell. Like, RP. And then this was sad and fucked up is like his wife passed a couple years ago from cervical cancer.
Yeah, I seen his was it Unsung?
Which is so sad. Like, that's so, like, just think about the kids. Like, they all say mom and dad.
He looked sick to me then. And I was kind of like, is he okay? In my head, but.
What did they say, leukemia?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I swear I said leukemia. You guys correct me below, but that's crazy.
He looked like he was sick though. I was like, is he okay? And I really thought that to myself.
Yeah, something don't look right with him. Yeah. So RIP to him. You're free. I know he was sick, ill, and not. Being sick in your body, I can only imagine. Like, at a certain point, you just like, you know what? Let's go ahead and go through this transition because you're probably tired. So RIP, and I'm happy that you're finally at peace. If you were in pain, which I'm sure you were, if it got to the point to where it was terminal. So yeah, I want to talk about that. And then also I wanted to talk about their fucking president, Donald Trump. It's so funny because I'll be trying to say R, but I mean, like, R just is not.
45.
What does that mean? Oh, number? Why? Just 45?
45.
Okay, 45.
45th president.
I know.
That's
what I know. 45. So pretty much the orange-haired troll.
Asian orange. As Buster Rhymes.
His fucking hair is orange. His skin is orange. He's just orange. So apparently
he's working overtime.
Oh, he's trying to like fuck it up before he gets out, because I think he knows like impeachment is coming soon. Like, guys, I have said this before. I keep saying I feel like it's closer and closer. Like, that whole Russia situation is fucked up. Matter of fact, Angela Rye had brought up on the Breakfast Club. She was saying like how. So you remember I said he released his taxes forms? I thought he released 2015. He did not release 2015. He released 2005, nigga. What the fuck? We are in 2017.
She was doing it in 2005.
Nigga, that's years ago. Nigga, the Foster was in high school. Nigga, this shit is. I've been in high school for 10 years now. So I'm like, come on. Okay. So it's like, nigga, please. So, you know, and what she was saying was the fact that of the matter is probably because his recent tax forms probably have businesses in Russia. So, you know, him being such a mogul, a business mogul, whatever the fuck, he has some communication with Russia, of course. So that's probably what he doesn't want to, you know, don't want us to know. But you know, I'm gonna keep pressing. I don't give a fuck. I love seeing it. They keep bringing it up. Like I see other like other news outlets want to move forward. I can tell like they want to just like, oh, just sweep it up the rug. But no. Because y'all wasn't okay with Obama's simple ass birth certificate. You guys continue to harp on that shit. So let's harp on the Russia shit. And Obama's birth certificate had nothing to do with the FBI. But this Russia shit, the FBI is involved. So let's keep pushing that shit. Like let's get an answer. I want an answer. I need an answer. I need to figure out what the fuck. We need these tax forms. Come on, bring them on. Like I want to know what the fuck you really got going on, Mr. Trump. Like the fuck, really what you doing? So you know, it's crazy. This whole situation is just like it's something that who writes what's that show that I was watching? Scandal. Who writes that shit? What's her name?
Rhimes.
It's something that Shonda Rhimes write. Like you know, I feel like Shonda Rhimes should. There's something she should just kind of like she done wrote this shit into real life. Like it's just like all this. It's like a sitcom. And it's really I'm just really like damn like this dude really has turned our country into a joke. And it's so sad. And but the reason why I brought him up was because if you guys don't know, if you guys have been living underneath the rock, he apparently bombed Syria, right? Syria. So, but I guess I see this is what I'm confused at. Okay, so CNN did say it was Afghanistan. They did. CNN had said that when it initially came out, but then I heard like it was Syria. Like I don't know. I'm confused. I'm like, what the fuck? I heard that literally was like in the middle of nowhere. No civilians were affected. Literally, the bomb that they dropped was supposed to be. It's not nuclear, but it's supposed to be more of a warning for ISIS. Like it's like in Syria. Like it's like what the fuck? Like what? It's just so contradictory. Like I don't know. I just feel like people say whatever they want to say about Obama, but we always was informed. Whatever was going on, he always had to make sure he let the country know what was going on. This is one of the things that we all kind of found out when everyone else found out. Like, it was just like, nobody, it was just like on news. Like, it was not oh, by the way, we dropped a bomb. Like, it's like, damn, like, he's destroying our country. And literally, this situation could end up horrible. Like, I just feel like it could end up something, we could end up going back to war. Like, I feel like it's going to be a war situation.
We never been out of war since, 2002. We've been in war since 2002.
Yeah, but it's not. Well, right now it's not necessarily war because it's more of just like patrolling. You know, like it's not necessarily like to where nobody's bringing out that damn a bomb dropping on motherfuckers because they said this bomb is like the biggest bomb outside nuclear bombs. Like this is the biggest bomb that's been dropped in a long fucking time. So like it's like. Come on, bro. Like, you already just dropping bombs out the sky. Like, that's why I believe, like, maybe he's just trying to sabotage things while he has a chance to because he knows it's about to be over soon. Like, I feel like he knows, like, it's coming to end. He has too many skeletons in his closet, which we already knew. Like, we already know Donald Trump is fucking... We already knew, nigga. He already had people... He always denying people of color out of his buildings. Like, we already know. And even if necessary, people say, oh, well, he wasn't the one that was managing the company, you know, managing the buildings, or he doesn't take the leases and look over them. But so what? I'm sure there were complaints, and I'm sure at some point he heard about that shit. So it's like, and he did nothing about it. So you're just guilty as a person that looked at a secret that said for Tanisha Lakeisha and said no because of the color of her skin. Like you're just as bad as that person. So Trump is really he's fucking us up. And I really just laugh at people. Like, people on my job was like, oh, yeah, I'm full of Trump. I just ha what you think? And they so quiet now. Like, all the Trump supporters are just so quiet. It's just like, where you guys at? He's trying to make America great, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's
doing a great job.
Yeah. You know, might be back at war. So, it's horrible. But that's pretty much all I had. I had nothing else. I just want to come here and say hey to you guys. Just... was like, come on, we're doing a video today. So I was like, come on, let's do it. So,
yeah,
you know,
I didn't have much to say, but I'm here.
Yeah, she's there. She knows she's in love with her Kim Kardashian game, so she loves it. That's probably
this
what
is
she's
Easter weekend.
She loves it. Like, I ain't mad.
My dog is hella cute too.
And I told you her dog is cute. What's your Kim Kardashian username so people can Add you. They want. They'll play the game.
If you're Android, I'm Brooklyn Noel Blythe.
There you go. Oh, iPhone and Android can't play together?
No.
What? So you guys have like a whole different world outside of iPhones? And
No, it's the same game, but I can't be friends with somebody with an Apple phone.
And that's some shit. Like, that's some shit. That I feel like that's a way for her to make more money because it's like, oh, well, you want to tell your friends, okay, you got Android, we need to be on together. Like, you need to play because that way I have more people to add. You know, like, that doesn't make sense. But go ahead, Kim, get your money.
I feel like there's more people. Well, maybe I feel that way because I'm mostly friends with Android.
But you know, there's more people that have iPhones. Do you really think more people have Androids? Do you really think? Every time I listen to myself when they have an iPhone. I don't know why she got Android. Like, she got all but the funny thing, she has an iPad. Like, it's like.
That's why I don't want to damn. And then I can't customize my ringtones.
That's the only thing she be saying. Like, yeah, I can make my own ringtones. I'm like, yo, you got that. You got that. But they come with some. They come with some watch. The new one about to be lit. New one about to be lit.
They're not.
But guys, about to get out of here. I just want to say hey, and we will see you next week. Also, please make sure you guys subscribe, comment, like. All that shit, like, just, comment with us. Tell us what's up. Like, we still learn these ropes. Sometimes it's very, like, everywhere.
This is, like, so, like, live.
Yeah, we're raw. And that's what I've always, that's what I wanted to do. That's what she wanted to do. Like, we want to just come to you guys like you guys were just in our conversation. Most of the time, back in the day, we used to have a little, but now it's just like, we have a little wine or a little drink and we just come and talk to you guys and we enjoy it. So, we'll see you guys later. All right, we out. Peace.